Hi kiddies, let's start today's video session. The topic for the day is multiplication strategies from Unit 2A, number. I repeat, the topic for the day is multiplication strategies. We have already learned about the process or the operation multiplication. Multiplication means one among the major or one among the basic operations in arithmetic. We know that there exist four basic operations in arithmetic, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. That's why I started with a statement that multiplication is one among the basic operations in arithmetic. Multiplication means it is the process where we are combining numbers together, where the numbers are in equal sizes. So multiplication is a process where we are combining the numbers of equal sizes, and the result obtained when you combine the equal size of numbers, you will be obtaining an answer, right? That particular answer is termed as product. So when you multiply two numbers, you won't say that the answer is. You say that when you multiply two numbers, always you have to say like the product is. Don't say that when I multiply two numbers, I got the answer like. No, when you multiply two numbers, you are getting the product. So these are things you know about multiplication. Now we will learn some more new things in connection with multiplication. That is our topic, multiplication strategies. So now we will move on to an introductory session where we learn more about multiplication strategies. The first term is product. Product means the answer you get when you multiply two or more numbers together. Just before I discussed or I just defined this thing, product. Product means it is the answer you get when you multiply two or more numbers together. Next is array. Items such as objects or numbers arranged in rows or columns. So what do you mean by this array means if you are arranging something, let it be numbers or objects or whatever it is, if you're arranging those items or things in a like rows or columns, then you can say it is an array. Next is about expression, a group of signs and numbers that shows how much something is. Then that can be said as an expression. So what an expression means, it is a group of signs and numbers. So it is a mix of signs and numbers. Signs means symbols, addition, multiplication, division, like those symbols. So it is a group or it's a mix of signs and numbers that shows how much something is. Now I will show you, I will give you an example how an expression looks like. For example, 5 plus 1 is an expression for 6. So that is when you sum up these two numbers 5 and 1 using the operation addition, you are getting an expression or so you're getting an answer like total 6. So for obtaining a total 6, you can use this operation, that is 5 adding with 1. So when you are adding 5 with 1, you are getting a total 6. So for getting a total 6, you can use expression 5 plus 1. So now you understand what is an expression. It is a mix of signs and numbers that shows how much something is. Here the number 5 and 1 with a symbol or with the addition symbol is one positive plus like symbol, which it shows an expression that how much 6 is. That is, you are summing up 5 with 1 so that you are getting a total 6. So this 5 plus 1 shows how much 6 is. So this is about our introductory part regarding the concept multiplication strategies. Hope you understand this. Now we will move on to an application level of questions. We'll start with the very first question. Let's see our question first. Yes, here comes your first question. Ahmed has a collection of racing cars. He puts them in this array. So let's see his collection of racing cars first. So this is Ahmed's collection of racing car. You can see The cars are, or he puts them in this array. In this array means in this way. So what is meant by array? So arranging something like objects, whatever it is, objects or numbers in a way of rows and columns. So you are here, you can see that the racing cars are arranged in rows and columns. That's why in a one word, it says that he puts them in this array. Now let's see what we need to find out from this question. Write an expression for the total number of racing cars in his collection. So here you need to find an expression for the total number of racing cars in his collection. So this is Ahmed's collection. He arranged the collection of his racing car in an array. So here you can see rows and columns. Like, so how you will be writing an expression for the total number of racing cars? So that is, see here, if you're going in this way, it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you're going like this way, it is like 1, 2, 3. So you will be getting the total number of cars from this given pictorial representation by using the process multiplication. Like how means a rows multiplied by column or column multiplied by rows. Why I said so is, for example, 1 multiplied by 2 gives you 2, as well as 2 multiplied by 1 also gives you 2. So when you multiply like in terms of rows with column or columns multiplied by rows, whatever it is, you are getting the same answer. The only thing is the numbers and the expressions are just like interchanged. So shall we start doing the answer over here? So now in this question, we need to find an expression for the total number of racing cars in his collection. So I told that find the total number of racing cars in his collection. You can use the concept rows multiplied by columns or columns multiplied by rows so that you will be getting an answer. How many cars are here? So here the rows and columns are like 3 and 5. So you can find the total number of racing cars using an expression as 5 multiplied by 3 or 3 multiplied by 5. Both are 15. So if you write 5 multiplied by 3, it is correct answer. Or else if you are writing only 3 multiplied by, it's also a correct answer. It is not mandatory that you have to write 2. Unless a question asks you to find all the possible expressions. If they ask us write an expression means an a singular word, so you need to write only one expression. So you don't need to write like that. 5 multiplied by 3 gives you 15 or 3 multiplied by 5 gives you 15. I just write over here because I want to tell you that both the cases are possible because you are getting the very same answers. So this is a very simple question. Hope this is clear for you. So shall we move to the very next question? Here comes your second question. Work out the following. That is the A part, 400 multiplied by 9. You need to find the product. B part is 90 multiplied by 6. So we need to find the product for these two problems. So shall we start doing the answer? Okay, so this is a very simple question. You know how to multiply numbers. So it's very easy to find the answer for these questions. Here, this is a common method, even though instead of doing a common multiplication process, this is, if you're getting like a numbers ending with 0 multiplied by some number, this method also can be opted. It's very easy to find the answer. So how I'm going to find the answer for the A part is 400 multiplied by 9 means 4 multiplied by 9 followed by 2 zeros. Why? Because in 400 there are 2 zeros. So 400 multiplied by 9 is same as 4 multiplied by 9 followed by these 2 zeros. So what will be in the next step? 4 multiplied by 9. What is that? That is 4 9s are 36 followed by 2 zeros. What is 36 followed by 2 zeros? That is 3600. See, this is a very easy method, right? See, this is only applicable that when you need to multiply a number with another number ending with zeros. then only you can able to choose this method. If the number is ending with any other number rather than 0, then this is not applicable. The normal method is only possible. See here, it is not mandatory that you need to follow in this method. If you can use the normal multiplication process to find the product, it's okay. I just want to introduce this method. If you're not aware about this method, I would like to tell you that this is also a method, that easier method that you can find the answer. Okay. So in this way, we can find the answer for the B part also. Here, the question is 90 multiplied by 6. So that how will you write 90 multiplied by 6 means here only 1 0. So 9 multiplied by 6 followed by 1 0. So shall we start doing the B part? Okay. 90 multiplied by 6 equals 9 multiplied by 6 followed by 1 0. How come this was 0? That is this 0. Okay. So the very next step, we need to find out what is a 9 multiplied by 6. What is 9 6 are? That is 54 followed by that 1 0. In the very next step, you can write 5, 4 and this 0. So that is 540. Is this clear for you? Once again, I'm telling, this is not like it is not mandatory that you need to do this problem in this way. I just want to teach you that there exists this method also for doing this type of problems. If you want to do and find out the product in the normal multiplication process, please go ahead. Okay, you're free to do in any method unless the question asks to find the answer in this method. If the question doesn't say that find the answer using this method, you can use any method to find the answer. So is this clear for you? Okay, now we will move on to a next problem. The third one, use factors to help you work out the following. The first one is 6 multiplied by 15. The next one is 6 multiplied by 18. Now we need to find the answer for these questions. Okay, what the question is, use factors to help you work out the following. So like here, they have specifically mentioned how to find the product of these two set of numbers is use factors. What do you mean by this factors? You have already learned about factors. Factors means when you multiply two numbers, you will be getting a product. So for example, 2 multiplied by 4, you are getting a product 8. So the factors for 8 are 2 and 4. Why? Because when you multiply 2 with 4, you are getting the product 8. So factors of 8 means the numbers that multiply together gives you 8 becomes the factors of 8. So 2 and 4. And like 1 multiplied by 8 is also possible. So the factors of 8 are like 2, 4, 1, etc. We have already learned this concept. So I just want to recall now because sometimes you may forget the concept. Now I think you just recollect it. Okay. So using factors, how we will find the answer or how we will find the product for these set of numbers. So shall we start with the A part? Okay. A part 6 multiplied by 50. See here 6 is a smaller number, right? Comparing with these two numbers, 6 is a smaller number. So I'm going to find the product for this 15. Which all numbers multiplied together gives you a product 15. Just pick out the smaller numbers. Okay, smaller number will be easier for us to find the answer with lesser steps. So which two number multiplied together gives you the product 15? So that is 5 3s are or 3 5s are, both are. 5 3s are 15. So the product or the factors of this 15 can be replaced as 5. Factors of 15 are 5 and 3. So we can replace this 15 as 5 multiplied by 3. So that is, see, 6 multiplied by 15, I just replaced as 6 into 15 as 3 into 5. 3 into 5 is also 15, so that is 6 into 15. Why I changed like this means in the question they have mentioned use factors. Okay, now 6 into 3 into 5. Next, everything is very simple. That is the next step. Just find what is 6 threes are. That is 18. Then just write the rest of the things over here multiplied by 5. In the next step, find out what is 18 multiplied by 5. So that is 90. That is the answer for this question. See, you can find the answer directly like multiplying 15 with 6. But in the question, it is specifically mentioned use factors. That's why I just use factors to find out. If you use factors to find the product or you are doing directly the multiplication process also, you will be getting the same answer. So shall we move to the B part? Yes, here comes the B part. So here the bigger number is 18. So I just split the 18 using factors as 6 and 3. So I just arranged like 6 multiplied by the factors of 8 are 3 and 6. So I just written over like 3 into 6. See here you can write the factors like 2 multiplied by 9 also giving you 18. So instead of this 3 and 6 you can go for that number also, but you will be getting the very same answer. So the next step is what? Just multiply the first two number. That is 6 threes are 18. Then just write the rest of the things. So that is 18 multiplied by 6. And the next step we will be finding the product for these two numbers. So that is 108. So when you multiply 6 with 18, you are getting the product 108. So is this clear for you? Okay, shall we move to the very next question? Here comes your fourth one. What could be missing numbers be? Let's see. The first one is when you multiply two numbers, you will be getting the product 150. So that find those two numbers. B part is 160 divided by some number gives you 8. So you have to find the answer for here. So shall we start doing the answer part? Okay. We will be starting with the A part. A part is you need to find what all two numbers multiplied together gives you 150. See, 150 is a larger number, right? So just think about 15. Which two numbers multiplied together gives you 15? That is 3 multiplied by 5 gives you 15. So to obtain the product 150, just think about either 30 multiplied by 5 or 50 multiplied by 3. Both you will be getting the answer 150. So the answer is 30 multiplied by 5 or 50 multiplied by 3. You are getting 150. Clear? Okay, the next one, B part is 160 divided by some number gives you 8. So for finding the missing number over here, you just divide 160 divided by 8. Okay, for finding the number over here, you just divide 160 by 8. So when you divide 160 by 8, you are getting the quotient 20. So that is the answer over here. That is in 8's table 2 times 16. Then we will be putting the 0 over there. So 20. So 160 divided by 20 gives you the answer 8. So the answer for the B part is 160 divided by 20 gives you 8. So if such question arise like this, any number divided by some missing number gives you an answer, just divide the number by the answer. So you will be getting the missing number over here. Okay, now we will move on to the very next question. That is the fifth one. What is 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4? This is a very simple question. What is 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4? So that is, first of all, find what is 5 multiplied by 2. So you will be getting an answer, right? You will be getting a product. Then multiply that product by 4. So you will be getting the final answer, only that much. So shall we start doing the answer part? Okay. 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4. That is 5 into 2 into 4. You don't need to put even bracket also, but I just put the bracket so that you won't get confused. So that the first term is you need to find the product of 5 and 2, then with 4. So in the next step, you will be finding what is 5 multiplied by 2. So that is 10. Then the rest of the things I'm writing over here. So the last step, you will be getting the final answer for 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4 as 10 multiplied by 4, that is 40. Is this clear? Very simple question, right? Yes. Next, the sixth one. Plants are sold in trays of 20. Florence buys 6 trays of plants. How many plants is this? Okay. So you need to find how many number of plants are here. Actually, the question says that plants are sold in trays. Okay. In this picture, you can see it's plants are sold in trays of 20. Florence buys 6 trays of plants. So like how means plants are sold in trays of 20. So in one tray it will be like 20 plants, and Florence buys 6 trays. So in one tray it is 20 plants. If so, in 6 trays, how many plants? So shall we start doing the answer? So it looks like a story problem. So we will be starting the answer with the given details. Well, number of trays, that is 6. Next is number of plants in a tray, that is 20. Now we need to find how many plants is this. That is, we need to find the total. So number of trays and number of plants in a tray. So to find the total number of plants, you need to multiply 20 with 6. So total number of plants is 20 multiplied by 6, that is 120. So 120 plants. Is this clear? Okay. Next comes a follow-up for you. Plants are sold in trays of 20. This is also one among the same question just before we did. Wayne wants 180 plants. How many trays must he have? So actually what the question is, plants are sold in trays of 20. Like in one tray, 20 plants are there. Actually Wayne wants 180 plants. So in total, he needs 180 plants. So how many trays must he have? How will you find? You know, now total number of plants is 180 and plants sold in a single tray is 20. So how many trays means you need to divide this 180 by 20. So write all the steps, use the operation division and find the answer for this question. Do this in your math note, share it via class dojo. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you.